Have you ever watched an actor on screen and thought, this person is the epitome of classic Hollywood charm? That's the magic Robert Redford has brought to cinema for decades. An actor, director, producer, environmentalist, and founder of the Sundance Film Festival, Redford has left an indelible mark on both the artistic and business sides of Hollywood. He soared to fame with his all-American looks and easygoing screen presence, but audiences soon discovered a performer unafraid to tackle complex, thought-provoking roles. Did you know that one of his early ambitions was to become an artist, and that he studied painting in Europe? Fate had other plans. He became one of the most recognizable stars of his generation, commanding the silver screen in an array of genres, from suspenseful political thrillers to sweeping romantic epics. Today, we'll dive into the top 10 best movies of Robert Redford, highlighting the roles that captured our hearts, provoked our thoughts, and cemented his status as a true Hollywood legend. So, settle in and get ready to rediscover why this beloved actor continues to captivate audiences worldwide. 1. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Let's start with the movie that turned Robert Redford into a bona fide star. Released in 1969, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid paired Redford with Paul Newman in what would become one of cinema's most iconic duos. Redford played the Sundance Kid, a silent, quick-drawing outlaw who teams up with Newman's charismatic Butch Cassidy. Their easy camaraderie and playful banter catapulted this Western into legendary status. The chemistry here is off the charts. Newman and Redford felt like real-life buddies tossing sarcastic barbs even while bullets flew around them. Many fans were amazed to discover that studios initially doubted Redford's potential as a leading man, but director George Roy Hill and co-star Paul Newman fought for him, insisting he had that special something. Not only did the film become a box-office smash, it also redefined the Western genre with its light-hearted tone and modern sensibilities. Even decades later, the freeze-frame finale, the witty screenplay, and the dynamic duo remain timeless. If you're curious about Redford's breakthrough moment, this film is an absolute must-watch. 2. The Sting. Speaking of Paul Newman and Robert Redford, their second collaboration, The Sting, 1973, is an equally dazzling affair. This time they slip into the roles of Depression-era con men out to swindle a powerful crime boss, played by Robert Shaw. The film is known for its snappy dialogue, clever twists, and ragtime-inspired soundtrack that sets a jaunty tone. Just like in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Newman and Redford's on-screen synergy is irresistible. Only now, they've traded dusty saloons for swanky betting parlors and smoke-filled back rooms. Redford portrays Johnny Hooker, a small-time grifter trying to avenge his murdered partner. Though this might sound like the setup for a dark thriller, The Sting keeps things breezy with a whimsical sense of humor. Have you ever watched a movie so smartly scripted that each twist feels like a delightful surprise? That's The Sting in a nutshell. Its caper plot will keep you guessing right to the end. The film went on to win 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. In fact, Redford himself received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor, validating his role as a powerhouse capable of carrying a major production. If you love clever schemes and charming rogues, The Sting is a Redford classic you simply can't skip. 3. All the President's Men. If political thrillers are more your speed, All the President's Men, 1976, remains one of the genre's crown jewels. Starring Redford as Washington Post reporter Bob Woodward and Dustin Hoffman as Carl Bernstein, this film recounts the intense investigation that led to President Nixon's resignation in the wake of the Watergate scandal. Many fans were amazed to discover just how immersive and detail-oriented the filmmaking is. The set designers even recreated the Washington Post newsroom down to the exact trash on reporters' desks. What did it be like to unravel one of the biggest political cover-ups in American history? All the President's Men puts you right in the shoes of these relentless reporters, emphasizing the painstaking legwork and dogged perseverance needed to uncover the truth. Redford's performance stands out for its steady, subdued determination. He makes you believe that Bob Woodward is an everyman who just won't let go of a story until he's peeled back every last layer. The film not only influenced political dramas for years to come, but it also highlighted the essential role of a free press in a democracy. If you want to see Redford shine in a role that balances intelligence, moral conviction, and subtle intensity, this is the film for you. 4. The Natural. Baseball, mythic wonder, and Robert Redford. What's not to love? In The Natural, 1984, Redford plays Roy Hobbs, a mysterious baseball prodigy who appears out of nowhere to rescue a struggling team. Think of it as the ultimate baseball fairy tale, complete with a legendary bat named Wonder Boy and a stadium that seems to glow with nostalgia. One of the most memorable scenes is when Hobbs crushes a home run so powerful that it shatters the stadium's lights, raining down sparks as he circles the bases. Did you know that sequence has become one of the most iconic moments in sports cinema? It perfectly captures the film's dreamy atmosphere, blending sports with a near-mythical quest for redemption. Redford's portrayal of Roy Hobbs has a humble, world-weary quality. He's not just playing another hotshot athlete, but a man with a past weighed down by regrets and missed opportunities. The film also boasts a stellar supporting cast, including Glenn Close, Kim Basinger, and Robert Duvall. For many fans, The Natural is more than a sports movie. It's a tribute to hope, second chances, and the timeless romance of America's favorite pastime. 5. Jeremiah Johnson. Ever felt the urge to escape civilization and live off the land? That's exactly what Robert Redford's character does in Jeremiah Johnson, 1972. Directed by Sidney Pollack, this rugged Western adventure follows a Mexican war veteran who retreats into the mountains of the American West, seeking solitude in an untamed wilderness. What he finds is both breathtaking beauty and harsh trials that test his survival skills to the limit. Jeremiah's journey unfolds against stunning natural backdrops which viewers can practically feel in their bones. The icy rivers, the towering peaks, and the thick pine forests become as much a part of the story as the characters themselves. Redford carries the film with minimal dialogue, showing his character's transformation through expressions and actions rather than words. Have you ever watched a film where nature itself feels like a central character? Jeremiah Johnson achieves that effect, immersing you in a life stripped down to its raw essentials. On top of that, the film's realistic portrayal of frontier life, including Jeremiah's tense but respectful relations with Native Americans, was groundbreaking for its era. If you're craving a cinematic trip into the wild, this is Redford at his solitary, introspective best. 6. Out of Africa. Next, let's travel to a continent brimming with breathtaking vistas. Out of Africa, 1985. Directed by Sidney Pollack, co-stars Redford alongside Meryl Streep. The film is based on the autobiographical writings of Karen Blixen, pen name Isak Dinesen, following her experiences running a coffee plantation in Kenya in the early 20th century. Redford plays Dennis Finch Hatton, a free-spirited big-game hunter and pilot whose romance with Karen is as sweeping and dramatic as the African plains themselves. Out of Africa offers scenery so stunning that it practically leaps off the screen. Sunset-drenched savannas, herds of wild animals, and mountains that stand like silent guardians over the land. Redford exudes a magnetic presence that complements Meryl Streep's strong-willed, cultured Karen. Their love story isn't your typical Hollywood romance. It's shaped by personal freedom, cultural differences, and a profound connection to the African terrain. The film won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and remains a testament to Redford's ability to hold his own opposite acting heavyweights. A must-see for fans of epic love stories and lush cinematography. 7. The Way We Were. Romance and nostalgia hit new heights in The Way We Were, 1973, co-starring Barbra Streisand. Redford plays Hubble Gardner, a laid-back, charming writer who forms an unlikely relationship with Streisand's politically passionate Katie Morosky. They say opposites attract, but can such different personalities truly last? This question forms the emotional core of the film, which is set against the backdrop of World War II, then the McCarthy era. If you're a sucker for love stories that tug at your heartstrings, The Way We Were belongs on your list. Redford's calm, sunny disposition contrasts with Streisand's fiery activism, and their chemistry is nothing short of electric. Did you know that the title song, sung by Streisand, became a pop culture phenomenon, topping the music charts and winning an Academy Award for Best Original Song? Even if you've never seen the movie, you've probably heard that iconic tune. Redford's performance here leans on subtlety. He's not the outspoken revolutionary, but a sensitive soul caught between love and the societal pressures that shape him. The film's bittersweet ending leaves many viewers reaching for tissues, pondering how life's circumstances can sometimes overshadow even the strongest of connections. In short, it's a classic Hollywood romance that still resonates today. 8. The Great Gatsby, 1974. Fancy an invitation to the Roaring Twenties? Then look no further than The Great Gatsby, 1974, where Redford steps into the shoes of the enigmatic Jay Gatsby. Directed by Jack Clayton and adapted from F. Scott Fitzgerald's iconic novel, the film features a lavish portrayal of the Jazz Age, complete with glittering parties, Charleston dancers, and champagne that flows like water. Redford's Gatsby is both suave and haunted, driven by an obsessive love for Daisy Buchanan, Mia Farrow, and a longing to reclaim a past that may never have truly existed. Have you ever chased after a dream so fiercely that it consumes you? That's precisely Gatsby's predicament, and Redford captures that yearning and vulnerability beneath the impeccable suit and polished facade. While opinions vary on how faithfully the film captures Fitzgerald's novel, few can deny the opulent spectacle on display. The meticulously designed sets and costumes vividly bring the 1920s to life, and Redford's magnetic star power keeps you invested in Gatsby's tragic quest. For fans of classic literature and silver screen glamour, The Great Gatsby remains an essential stop in Redford's filmography. 9. 3 Days of the Condor. If you're craving intrigue, espionage, and a dash of paranoia, 3 Days of the Condor, 1975, is right up your alley. Directed by Sidney Pollack, this political thriller stars Redford as Joe Turner, a low-level CIA analyst who returns from a lunch run to find all of his colleagues brutally murdered. Suddenly on the run and unsure of whom to trust, Joe fights to stay one step ahead of an unseen enemy, all while uncovering a conspiracy within the CIA itself. Ever wonder what it would be like to realize your workplace has become a deadly trap? Redford's portrayal of Joe Turner is a masterclass in tension and vulnerability. He's neither a superhero nor a smooth-talking spy, but an ordinary man forced into extraordinary circumstances. One hallmark of the film is its eerie sense of distrust in institutions, reflecting the post-Watergate skepticism that was prevalent in 1970s America. While the technology and fashion may feel retro today, the film's themes about surveillance and secrecy remain strikingly relevant. Faye Dunaway co-stars as a photographer, reluctantly drawn into Joe's predicament, adding a layer of reluctant romance and human connection. The next time you're in the mood for a taut thriller, grab some popcorn and lose yourself in the twists and turns of 3 Days of the Condor. 10. All is Lost. Rounding out our list is a film that stands as a testament to Robert Redford's endurance and commanding screen presence. All is Lost, 2013, is almost a one-man show. Redford plays an unnamed sailor whose solo journey on a yacht in the Indian Ocean takes a disastrous turn. A collision with a shipping container leaves his vessel severely damaged, and he must battle the elements with minimal resources. What sets All is Lost apart is its near-total lack of dialogue. Redford communicates panic, determination, and flashes of despair through expressions and body language alone. Have you ever found yourself talking to the screen, desperately urging a character to figure things out? This film provokes that kind of visceral response. We watch Redford's character improvise repairs, navigate storms, and salvage limited supplies, and every second feels more perilous than the last. The film garnered critical acclaim for its stripped-down realism, leaving audiences breathless and reflective about humanity's fragility against nature's unforgiving might. If you're skeptical about a nearly wordless survival drama, All is Lost will leave you astounded by just how compelling one actor and the vast ocean can be. Robert Redford's filmography spans so many genres: westerns, romance, political thrillers, literary adaptations, that it's nearly impossible to pin down just one reason why he's such an enduring star. Perhaps it's that effortless blend of sophistication and sincerity he brings to every role, whether he's a charming conman in The Sting or a haunted sailor in All is Lost. Maybe it's how he consistently works with top-tier directors: Sidney Pollack, George Roy Hill, Alan J. Pakula, who recognized that Redford had not just star power, but also an authentic storytelling quality that appeals to a broad audience. It's no wonder he took that passion for filmmaking further, founding the Sundance Film Festival to nurture independent cinema and support up-and-coming directors. So, which Robert Redford movie stands out to you the most? Let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more entertaining movie countdowns and film discussions. We have plenty of cinematic journeys ahead, and we want you to be part of them. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next countdown, where we'll explore yet another Hollywood legend and the unforgettable roles that made them icons.